So can you talk about that? 'Cause I believe the reason why I'm saying can you speak on that is because I think with us fitness professionals, we kind of looked at it a certain way, like we all perfect, and we tend to, we don't stray from the norm, or what we preach to our, or I ain't gonna say preach, but what we help and teach with our to our clients, and so forth. But I think they need to see the other side of with us too as well. We are human, and we do, eat certain food that not necessarily quote unquote healthy, but or in a certain way, but at the same time, we know what to do to get back on track, or not necessarily that we getting off track, but we know what to do in order to keep going and not fall, and not to fall off track, or stay off track as well. Can you speak to that?
Cheat meals. Yeah, I always tell everybody, you typically, on average, you have an opportunity to take 21 steps towards better health when I see you next week, right? 21 steps, meaning 3 meals a day, 7 days a week, 21 steps. Now, do I expect you to have 21 perfect meals by the time I see you next week? No. But if you have maybe 17 or 18 good meals, okay, and you have two or three cheat meals, 4 meals, cheat meals, you're moving in the right direction. I'm just trying to get people to say, hey, you don't want to have 13 good meals and 8 bad meals. 13 minus 8 is, you didn't get very far. And so when it comes for me, my cheat meal, I'm an ice cream guy. I love ice cream, anything chocolate and with ice cream, especially, and any kind of cake with with the chocolate in there,
Cake guy too.
unless it's carrot cake too. But it's just, I do it to where that's going to be the whole thing. I mean, my kids tease me that I can eat the whole tub of ice cream in one sitting. And
Mm,
that's what I'll do. But here's the thing. I want to make sure when I do cheat though, have my cheat meal, I make sure I have enzymes around so I can break it down in fiber. Those are the two things I tell everybody when they go on vacation. Just eat what you want. Your stress hormones are going to be less because you're on vacation. So that cortisol levels are going to be dropping down. But you
mhm.
still want to make sure that what you don't want to just say, well, I don't want to eat that right now. I'm on vacation. Eat it, enjoy it, and don't feel guilty. But then when you eat it, after you eat it, take with you some digestive enzyme so you can break it down so it doesn't just make you feel cruddy the whole time. But then also you want to take some fiber to help push it out of your body as quickly as
Right.
possible too. And so those are the things I always do when I have my cheat meal. I'll make sure I have enzymes so I can break it down because I overloaded my body in ice cream. I
Yeah.
overloaded on cupcakes and ding dongs and things like that and donuts.
Right. Right.
And so I want to break out all that starchy, junky food I ate, and the fiber. I want to get it out and keep it flowing, just keep it moving and everything to get out of my body.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I said, I don't eat all the way 100% healthy either. But I always tell people, if you, I don't like when I say cheat meal. I try to tell them, usually when a cheat meal just mean that meal. Most people take it as a cheat day, and then that cheat day turns into a cheat week, and then they get off all the track. So I try to tell them, man, don't look at you cheating. That, like, you can have the foods that the indulgent food that you like to have, but you can but make it beneficial, even if it is like a little bit more than what you should have some practices around it, like, okay, go for a walk, make sure the next meal is a little bit more nutritious, or exercise, stuff like that, and everything. And so I always try to tell them, I'm not that one to say you can't eat this, can't eat that. It is balances and everything on how you approach it.
You said it exactly right. And again, this is kind of what the steps are about. Did you at least have more good meals than bad? So many people, they'll start a diet. They're good for the first day, 3 days, 5 days. Ooh, they went out to dinner with their friend. It was an anniversary, it was a birthday, it was some whatever thing, and you just blew your diet and everything. Unfortunately, for a lot of people, that when they fall off the wagon, they stay off the wagon. I go, hey, you had a bad meal, fine, enjoy it and everything. Tomorrow's another day to start a good breakfast, good lunch, and maybe tomorrow you have another bad day. But the idea is to have more good meals throughout the day, throughout the week, than you have bad meals. And again, if you have an opportunity to take 21 steps towards your goal of better health, I don't expect you to take 21 but I like you to get you up in that 16, 17, 18 number range and everything. Have your cheat meals, be content. Hey, I got that. And for me, that was always, man, look forward to it. I used to call it the 5 and 2 dieting habit. 5 days, treat your body like a temple, eat real good for 5 days. And then on Saturday, Sunday, that's when I would have my big cheat meals. I used to be so proud of, it can be, this was before I broke my back. I could be, this well physique and everything, and I eat this much ice cream and this much cupcakes and things like that and everything. So I never really went full bore into it, but
Mhm.
it's just, you are what you eat and you are what you think. What are you putting in? Are you putting are you putting too much bad junk in your body? Are you putting enough more good junk in your body to keep you on that side of the curve?
Most definitely.